Hey guys, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. Today is October 31st. Happy Halloween, guys. So let's just dive right into everything. This is going to be kind of a long video because I just have a lot of shit that I need to get off my chest, and it's been a while coming. So go grab yourself a cup of coffee or a snack or something. But anyways, yesterday I went to a Halloween birthday party for my friend Carmen's daughter. She turned 12, and it's so like bizarre to me to think that she's now 12, because when I came into Carmen's life, she was still like a baby. She was in diapers, and she's 12, and her son's now 13, I believe, 13, 14. And I remember when he was just in his little underoos and running around, and to see these kids grown up has been just kind of amazing and awe-inspiring. So anyways, did a very, very slapdash costume last night. My original idea was that I was going to go as a dead drag queen. So, like, kind of a drag queen zombie. It ended up looking like Mom's Maybelline. Yeah. Very, very horrendous. I'll try to pull up a picture here for you guys. I don't know if it will come through properly or not. But, yeah, it was not what I had intended at all. And the reason it didn't come out the way that I had intended it to be is because I had been waiting around all freaking day for people to show up, and they never did show up until 4:15. The party was at 5. So yeah, that was my day, which meant that I had from 4:15, when everyone showed up that was supposed to show up, to 5:03 when I walked in the door at the house. So yeah, I just very, very quickly threw some crap together and called it good. And yeah, so I had pigtails, and I'm wearing a satanic rosary. It's a rosary with a pentagram and then an upside down cross. And I have lipstick on, which you can't really tell in this picture. But, anyways, I had a black button-up dress shirt on, a red skirt that was ankle length, which was just a little too long for me. I wanted it to hit me kind of like below the knee, but I got it at Goodwill for $1, which, you know, is pretty much all the money I had to work with, was $5. So, yeah, I got that taken care of, and I had on knee-high red and black striped stockings and Crocs. So when everyone was asking me, what are you going as? I was like, I'm going as a hot mess or a 2020 breakdown. So you choose. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Ate a lot of great food, and the girls. It was actually a combined birthday party for Carmen's daughter and her niece. Never ceases to fail. Anyways, Carmen's daughter and niece had combined birthday party, and so that was a lot of fun. And then afterwards, I caught wind that one of the local bars was doing a little Halloween get together. They really couldn't post about it because of the COVID regulations and stuff like that. So I got a hold of another friend of mine, and we went to the bar and just talked, and she had a couple of drinks, and whenever I go to the bar, I always have cranberry juice because, well, I don't know. It looks like a drink, and it's refreshing. It's just what I do. I don't, if I'm going to be driving, I don't like to drink. Even if I have drank, I will still wait an hour or two before leaving so that I can sober up or whatever. And then I never do any kind of like long distance driving. It's usually a block or two, which thankfully it's a mile to the bar or 2 blocks to Carmen's house. And I never drink at the bar because, well, I'm not paying $30 for a shot of whiskey when I could go and buy that same bottle for half that price and drink it at home. Now, my 20-year-old self, oh yeah, I used to drop tons of money at the bar. Michael at almost 40, not so much. Also, huge difference, $2,800 a week in revenue versus now being disabled and getting $803 a month from Social Security Disability. Yeah, so good times, right? But anyways, I do digress. So had a lot of fun there. Did something and I hurt my knee. Like, my right knee has been acting a fucking fool lately. Like, it's been popping in and out of place. It's been locking up, or I hyperextend it or invert it or whatever else. And I don't know what that's about. Today, it hurts so damn bad, and my knee is swollen and there's a little fever in it. I got a hold of some CBD hemp cream. One of my friends gave it to me, and so last night I slathered that on there, and then I waited a little bit, and then I took, and I have a roll-on bottle of capsaicin pain management stuff that I use on my shoulder every now and then, and I rubbed that in there, and it hurt, but just that pressure of the rolling ball going across, it had that good hurt feeling, if that makes any sense whatsoever. That like, oh, it hurts so good. Yeah. So I just slathered my knee up with that capsaicin stuff and ended up going to bed. I'm probably going to have to try to scrape together some money to go get some more CBD lotion stuff like what I had been using. And I think I showed you guys in a couple of videos prior, by Sticky Buds, and it has camphor and a high concentration of CBD and menthol, cinnamon and clove oil, and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm gonna have to probably go get some of that and start slathering up my knee. And I also need a refill on my Tramadol and my Flexerol. So I'm pretty sure that not having either one of those medications right now is causing me some issues. Also, if you notice in the background, no more Mount Boxmore. I got rid of a lot. Well, I transferred it from there to my front porch by my trash can, and the trash goes out on Tuesday. So, I'm hoping to have enough room in my trash can to ship that all away and get it out of my life. My couch, which is right over here, is still pretty packed with stuff. A lot of it is paperwork that I've been going through and downsizing. I have 2 hiking backpacks, a school backpack, and a sleeping bag, some air pumps, and a piece of wood all over in that area. Oh, and my briefcase that has all my important paperwork in it. So, yeah, I'm slowly but surely going through my house and decluttering and getting rid of crap. And I had to get my briefcase out the other day, and sorry, I got chills. It's 30 something degrees today, and I'm sitting in a pair of house shorts, and this shirt's super thin. So but yeah, I lost my passport a month or so ago, and I've been looking for it, cannot find it. So I thought maybe I put it in my briefcase, because I keep all my important documents in my briefcase, and I keep that where I can easily access it if there's a house fire or something. Having lived through a house fire, and this is a pro tip from somebody who's lived through it, so, guys, listen up. I make copies of all my important documents. And same thing with my Social Security card, my Medicare card, and all my medical information. Every 6 months, you can request a Social Security card, and once or twice a year, you can request your medical card if you're on Medicare, or you can go to the Medicare website and download it, or whatever else. And then I have a copy of my birth certificate. The actual birth certificate isn't in my briefcase, which I probably should put it in there. But I have a copy of that. I have a photocopy of my ID card, and then a photocopy of my bank card and other payment cards, front and back. And then I also have an app on my phone for Android, and I'm pretty sure that they have one for Apple called LockPix, Pix. And it's free. Well, it's a freemium. The free version of it allows you to pretty much do everything that the paid version does, except for you have ads and stuff like that. But what it does is it securely encrypts your pictures and whatever else. And I keep a copy of that on my phone, and it's password protected and all that other stuff. And so then I also have a picture of my passport on my phone too. I'm not sure if it will work in place or in lieu of an actual physical passport. I just have a copy of it just in case, and this is a just in case type of a situation where I'm gonna have to be like, look, here's my passport. But I did all that when I went on my cruise to Alaska, just because I wanted to make sure, just in case I lost my wallet or whatever, that I had backups of all that information. So that's something I do. And then with the important paperwork, like I said, I have a briefcase that I just put all my important paperwork in there. I have bank stubs, I have rent receipts, I have a copy of my car's title and registration in there. Just anything that's important, it's in that briefcase. And then I keep that where I can quickly, easily access it, because for those of you who don't know the story about my house burning down, in 2003, I lost my house to the wildfires that went through San Bernardino, California. And in the process of losing my house, I was only able to grab 2 items, and everything else burnt. And those 2 items were, well, actually 3. It was my niece, her stuffed Stitch doll from Lilo and Stitch, and a book a leather-bound book that my parents gave me for my 18th birthday, 17th or 18th. Either way, big leather-bound book that they had given me. Those were the only items that I was able to get out of the house. Now, mind you, for a day and a half, 2 days prior to that, I had piled everything up in the living room by the front door, and it was my dear sister who said, no, I don't want to put everything into the car, because then that means we have to take it all out of the car. And I said, well, it's better to have our stuff in the car where we know that it's safe than for us not to have it. Well, long story short, everything burnt, including all the animals, which really sucks. And I'm only smiling and talking like this because it's still painful to think about all the shit we lost. And that was how many years ago now? So, yeah. Any hooligans. Long story short, I keep all my important documentation right where I can grab it. And I've switched over from using desktops to laptops because I can always get another laptop charger. So I could just pull the laptop and run. And when I lost my house, I had 4 computers and lost all of my pictures, lost all of my music, my movies, my important paperwork, my school work that was on it. Not that I need all that stuff, not that I need the school work now, but yeah, so I got everything pretty much backed up that way or whatever else. So yeah, still looking for my passport, have no freaking clue where it is, but I'll find it when I'm supposed to find it, right? All else fails, I'm gonna have to get together $135 or $165 and just go get a new passport and call it good. Which is probably, sadly, what's gonna end up happening, because I think that I overheard someone saying that the Canadian border is opening up, and with 2021 coming up and COVID restrictions slightly lifting and stuff, I'm hoping that 2021 we are able to go back to some semblance of normality. Fingers crossed. And I really want to go back to Canada, and I want to go check out more of Victoria, and I also want to go to British Columbia, which is a little further from... I'm actually closer to Victoria than I am BC. Victoria is about 45, maybe 50 miles. BC is closer to 100. And I have to go across the ferry over to Seattle and then go from Seattle up. Where to go to Victoria, I just drive 3 towns over and I hop on the ferry and go across that way. But anyways, yeah. So now that it is officially Halloween, that means that the holiday deadline crunch, whatever you want to call it, is on, and I'm already starting to feel the stress of the holidays. I don't know why. I know that this is happening to me every year, and this year I tried my best to have money set aside. I have a little bit of money set aside, but not anything like what I had back in September or even August. But things happen, and the little bit of money that I do have set aside is probably getting ready to get eaten up, because I have to put my car in the shop on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, which is the 2nd, I believe. So no, Tuesday's the 3rd. Well, whatever, this coming Tuesday. And the dealership that I'm taking it to is the dealership that I bought it from, and my heater went out. Now, I don't know if it's the actual heater itself that went out or if it's the knob that you turn to put it on hot or cold. With my car, and I don't know if it's a Subaru thing in general or if it was just my car, but in the early morning, the knobs are really hard to turn. Well, that morning, it was really cold, and I kind of forced the knob over to hot, and that's when it stopped blowing out the hot air. And I mean, things still get a little bit warm, but it's not as hot as it should be. And yeah, so I think I may have stripped the knob. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that is the case. I had a friend kind of briefly look over it, who is a mechanic and works on cars all the time and stuff like that. And he told me that he thought that it was either a thermostat or a water filter, or the water pump thingy. And I don't think it's either one of those, because my car does not overheat, and the only time that it smells hot so because it doesn't overheat, and the only time that it does overheat is like I have a small oil leak, and that makes it smell hot every once in a while. So I don't know. I'm putting it in the shop. Hopefully it's only going to take a day and I get it back and everything is okay with it. But yeah, above and beyond that, everything else is going pretty okay. I'm still having mild depressive issues with just everything. I'm having a hard time keeping myself motivated and getting out on the trail and walking and stuff like that, even though I've set these goals and these aspirations of doing the Olympic Discovery Trail and doing a day hike with my friends, and going camping and stuff like that. I'm just worried that that's not going to happen, because I'm not going to have the strength and the stamina to be able to do that. And especially if my knee keeps fucking up, then I don't know what's going on. And like I said in a video or so prior, say this is my right foot. I'm having pain right here in my right foot. It seems to have gone away this morning, but I sent in a message to my doctor yesterday saying, hey, this is what's going on with my foot. I know that I have an appointment coming up with you on the 6th. Is there any way that I can go and have my foot x-rayed, and then we can talk about the results afterwards or whatever else, just to try to figure out what's going on. At first I thought it could possibly be neuropathy, but I don't know what it is now. I don't know if it's like something that got bruised, or if it's like, I don't know if plantar fasciitis happens on the top of the foot, or if it only happens on the bottom, and that's gonna suck all the ass if I get plantar fasciitis in both feet, because having it in my left foot is bad enough. So yeah, you know, just doing the best I can with what I have available to me, and moving along at a somewhat steady pace. You know, slow and steady wins the race. But I've been really down on myself for just overeating lately. Like, I've been eating my emotions, and I hate that, and I'm trying to stop doing that, but you know, I'm a comfort eater, and yeah, so I'm not gonna get into all that, but just know that I am still trying, guys. I'm still getting out at least once or twice a week. Hello, son. Thank you for showing up. I mean, well, I'm gonna be ending the video now, so I'm whitewashed. I'm sorry about that, guys. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna cut it off now because I'm starting to ramble. So any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit me up on social media. You can find me on Instagram, Michael Scott Peterson. On Instagram, and that's SON, not SEN. And as always, guys, I appreciate everything, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.